Hello, I'm Scott Reed here with Board Game Geek at Essen 2012. I'm here with Frank Hegen from Feuerland, and we're here talking about the breakout hit Terra Mystica, which has been performing excellently here at the fair. We were just discussing a moment ago that he got sold through the entire shipment that he brought here to Essen, and with the results here, it's probably going to do very well on the remainder that's coming to you. So, Frank, tell us about the game. Give us an overview of what we're doing in the game and what players are trying to do to win.
Yes, okay. To give you a brief overview, in this land of Terra Mystica, you have 7 different types of landscapes, 7 colors, 7 player colors. And for each color, you have a player board, double-sided. You can choose between 2 factions. So in total, you have 14 factions you can play.
Okay. 2
for each of the 7 colors. And one basic principle of the game is that each faction can only dwell in its home terrain.
Okay.
Like the Auren, for example, can only dwell in the forest. So to expand, they have to transform the other landscapes into forests.
I see.
And then they can build and expand on this space in competition with the other factions, of course. And you see here a transformation cycle. The closer terrain is to your home, the more easier is it for you to transform it. And the more far away, the more difficult, and it will cost you more to transform it.
Okay.
So you have to find the right spot to expand.
Okay.
So that's the first basic principle. You have to transform the landscape to your favor so you can expand. The second basic principle of the game is that on the one hand, you need free space to expand, to build up your civilization. On the other hand, you need close neighbors because you benefit from them. When they take actions in your direct neighborhood, you will be rewarded. So you have to find the right balance between free space and proximity to others to benefit from them.
Okay.
Well, once you build a settlement, a dwelling, you can upgrade it, you can replace it to give you more income. Basically, you try to bring as many buildings on the board as possible, because for each building you bring on the board, you unlock the income you will get at the beginning of each round.
Okay.
You can improve your faction. For example, you can improve your navigation skill to use the river.
Okay.
So that you don't have to
transform the land, right?
But you can move along the river and use the spaces you find there. And then besides the map, you have the 4 cards. You can improve on the cards as well to make victory points at the end of the game.
Okay.
Each card at the end of the game is scored, and the more higher, the more victory points.
Okay.
So I would say that's a quick overview.
Okay.
Over the game.
So just walk us through a typical round of the game. When you choose what you're going to do for the round, are you choosing from among a certain number of actions, or you have a certain number of action points?
Yes. You have 8 actions you can choose from.
Okay.
Shown here on this player head.
Okay.
And I don't know, do you want me to discuss them a little bit more in detail, or it would be about 10 minutes to show you all action you can do? What do you say?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay. Just to give you an idea of what you're doing when it's your turn. Like say you have money and workers and maybe a priest. That's what you get if you build your buildings. What you could do, if it's now your turn actually, the first thing you could do is to transform the land into your land. You look, how difficult is it? How far away?
Right.
You see here how many workers you have to spend to do this task. In this case, 1 spade, 3 workers.
Have you put that in the middle while you're explaining the bit from the board, and then we can zoom in on it.
Okay. So in this case, if you want to transform this one landscape, it's 1 step on the circle. and 1 step means 1 spade. 3 workers, you have to pay 3 workers to do this. So that's the first action you can do. Second, you can improve your shipping skill. Second one, you can advance on the shipping track.
Yes.
To make use of the river. Once you have a skill of 1, for example, if you're building here, you can use this 1 step over the river, you can transform a build here. Next, the third one is lowering the exchange rate for spades.
Okay.
If you improve here, it's more easy for you to transform the landscape. You don't have to pay so many workers.
Okay.
Number 4, upgrading a structure. Under each structure, the costs are shown. If you want to upgrade them, a dwelling can become a trading house. You remove the dwelling, put it back on your player board, and instead putting in the trading house, it costs you, for example, 2 workers and 3 coins. Then, why doing that? The trading house gives you money and power. But your dwelling goes back on the player board, so unfortunately you will get less workers.
Yeah, okay.
So a dwelling can become a stronghold. And a stronghold is a special building because it will unlock your special ability.
Okay.
Each faction basically follows the same rules, but each faction has 2 or 1 special abilities. So all 14 factions are all played a little bit different.
Okay.
And by building a stronghold, you will unlock this special faction for this special ability for this faction.
Okay.
And trading house can also become a temple. A temple will give you priests each round. And 1 temple can become a sanctuary.
Okay. And sanctuary also has a special ability associated with it?
Yes. Well, it can help you build cities more easy, but I don't want to go too deep into there at this moment. So upgrading a structure, you start with a dwelling and then you move your circle up here.
Okay.
Number 4. Number 5, send a priest to a cult. If you have a priest, you could place him, for example, on this cult track, on the spaces, to advance as many steps as shown here.
I see.
So by placing it here, I will advance 3. And if I put my priest here, I will advance 2 steps.
Okay.
To win the cult scoring at the end of the game, for example. Number 6, take a power action. Power is a very special thing in this game. It moves around in a circle. You get it if you build the buildings as an income each round. And if you get it, you have to move first from the first bowl to the second. And once it's empty, you can move the power from the second bowl to the third one. And only what's in here you can spend. You have at your disposal.
I see.
For example, you can take now then the power actions. Like I can trade 4 power for 7 coins. And it goes back here and the circle starts again.
Okay.
But you don't only get power through your buildings, you get them through your neighbors as well. And that's how it's important that you have neighbors. Every time a neighbor is building a dwelling or it's upgrading a structure, like I'm upgrading this, your neighbor will get power.
Okay.
Accordingly to the power value of his building.
Okay.
Or if he will build here, this is worth 3, so I could circle 3 power tokens. So that's important. But you have to, this power is not for free, you have to pay with victory points. And that's why you start at 20.
Okay.
It's like the amount of power minus 1. So if I take 3 power, I would have to go back 2 victory points. If I get only 1 power, it's for free, because 1 minus 1 is 0.
Okay.
So that's the power. Number 7, take a special action. For example, I told you, if you build your stronghold, you unlock your special ability.
Yes.
Then I can take, as a turn action, I can take this action. In this example, the Auren will climb up 2 steps in a card of their choice. Yeah, like going up again 2 steps. Last but not least, you will pass and you will give back your bonus card. Each round you will have one of these bonus cards. It gives you an extra income.
Yeah.
And there are always 1 with a player and 3 available. Oopsie. And if I pass and I opt out, I will put it back and take one of the 3 remaining cards.
Okay.
Okay. And a game is played over 6 game rounds. The actions are taken one by one, and if everyone has passed, opt out, the first round will be finished, the second round begins. There is a reward in each of the 6 rounds. There's a reward. For example, in the first round, if you build a big structure, you get extra victory points. In this round, if you build the trading houses, you will get extra victory points.
I see.
That's during the round.
Okay.
And at the end of the round, there is a reward for advancement in the cards. For example, in this round, for each 2 of the fire card, you will receive 1 worker for free.
Okay.
So, and after 7 rounds, there's the final scoring at the end of the game. The largest area is scored.
Okay.
The one with the most, who has the most connected buildings.
Yeah, you connect the buildings.
Was at the first place. And then the card is scored. Each card is scored. And yeah, the winner will win. And you can say this at the end, it's about 1/3 of the victory points you make. 2/3 you will make during the game by making the right actions at the right time.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it, I would say.
Wonderful. This looks fantastic. I had seen a little bit about this before I came to the fair, and this looks really, it looks very interesting and deep, and it looks like that this would be absolutely fun to play. I can't wait to
really
try
is.
this.
I mean, it's not a filler.
Right.
You have to
No,
go,
of course not.
It's to go into it.
I'm something
And,
box. This box is heavy.
You got 14 facts that you can
Yeah, you
try
have
out.
so many things to choose from, so many different options, so
Okay,
many variations
we
on the way
put
that you would
really
play.
hard work in it to balance it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, the responses are very good at the moment.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you very much, Frank. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me
I
here.
appreciate having you here. That's
Okay.
it. Thank you much, folks.